Hello, 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 hello. My name is Nakia. Welcome to my channel. Today we are here to talk about some of my interesting reading habits. So come back after the intro and let's hear all about them. Okay, so as I said, today we're going to do the reading habits tag. I saw this on my friend read.with.bintou's channel and I was like, that looks like fun. She added some extra questions. I didn't want to take too much from her, so I was like, I'll just do the original one. But yeah, so again, I thought this would be fun. We'll talk about like where I like to read and all that kind of stuff. But before we do that, in case you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you enjoy this video and let YouTube know that you enjoy this video so I can do more of them for you. But without further ado, let's get into the tag, shall we? Of course, I have my piece of paper because in case you didn't know, I record with my phone, so that's why I don't usually have it on my phone. So, question number 1. Do you have a certain place at home for reading? Yes, I do. I have answered this question before in other videos, but in case you're new here, I like to read in my bed. I often fall asleep there while I'm reading, but that is just where I love to read. When I get done with work, I go get in my bed, get my jammies on, get my book. Sometimes I watch a little bit of Booktube first, but yeah, I'll read and then I fall asleep, take a little nap, and then I get up and do everything else I need to do for the evening. And then on Saturday and Sunday, yes, I get my errands done during the week so I can get up and enjoy my Saturday and Sunday and get my coffee and just sit in bed and read. And like I said, once again, sometimes I fall asleep, wake up, do some things, go back to reading. I just love it. So yes, in my bed is my favorite place to read. Question number 2. Bookmark or random piece of paper? I don't think I ever did a random piece of paper. I love my bookmarks. I have acquired so many since starting Booktube because I found out about bookmark companies. Yeah, so I probably have like 10 to 15 bookmarks now, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, I love them. And then when I get my books, when I have my physical copy from the library, I will go through my little cup of bookmarks and be like, which one do I want to put with this book? And then before that, I've always had bookmarks. They've been given to me as gifts and things. So yeah, I've never used a piece of paper. I did use like the little postcard things you get in the mail sometimes. I did use those, but a random piece of paper, no. Didn't know that, did you? Anyway, question number 3. Can you stop reading or do you have to stop after a chapter / certain amount of pages? I have to stop at a chapter. If I have a book, I don't remember which one. I had a book though that did not have chapters. It was just like, I think it was Bintou, because it's a novella. It had like just little like page breaks in there. And I had to like, this is very, I know the proper term is not OCD because I've never been diagnosed, but it's very obsessive compulsive. But I even get to where I like to have the end of the page be a full sentence, like a period, a question mark, or something. Then I'll flip the page and I stop there. But if it's like mid-sentence, or if I have to stop, like somebody called or interrupted me or whatever, I will go to the next page and make sure I end at the end of the first sentence that's there or the end of the paragraph. But I prefer to stop in a chapter. But because I fall asleep reading, that doesn't always happen. But like I said, I try to make sure I'm at the end of a sentence or end of a paragraph. But end of a chapter would be great. Moving on. Question number 4. Do you eat or drink while reading? I generally have a drink, and mainly because of the morning, Saturday and Sundays when I get the majority of my reading done, I have a cup of coffee. I used to get coffee and watch Booktube or watch YouTube period before I discovered Booktube, but now I wait and have my coffee with my book. And in the evening, I will probably have a glass of wine. That's about it. Occasionally, I will eat while I'm reading if it's like during my lunch break. Of course, I'm working from home, but I'll still stop and take lunch, and sometimes I'll eat and read, but most of the time I'm not eating. It's just having a beverage, like so. Question number 5. Multitasking, music or TV while reading? The TV is generally on if I'm reading in the evening and I come out into the living room to read. Like if I'm trying to be out here with my daughter, I will turn the TV down super low though. And it can be distracting. We only put on things we've already seen. We don't put on any new things, but I still will look up because I usually am putting on something I enjoy. But when I'm reading in my room, my bedroom, no TV, no music, no nothing. Yeah, I think like one morning I put on some lo-fi music or some jazz while I was reading. It was okay. I had to turn it down though, but usually no. I don't like any noise. Quiet. Question number 6. One book at a time or several at once? One book at a time. I will skip in between books, but usually that's because I'm not happy with the book I'm reading, it's usually not a good sign. It's like I stopped or I'm like, and I start looking for other books to read. So then I'll read the beginning of another book and then decide if I want to go back to that one. And like I said, if I do that, that's not a good sign. But like going in between more than one book, no. So if you follow me on Goodreads and you see there's more than one book up there, it's probably because I'm not happy with one of them and I'm just not ready to DNF it yet. But I'm looking for something else to replace it with. Now you know. Moving on. Question number 7. Reading at home or everywhere? As of right now, reading at home. I talked about this in a previous video, but I tried to take a book on a trip that we took in February and it was just too much going on. I did read on the plane, but other than that, no. So as of right now, this is where I get the majority of my reading done. I did have to go to the DMV about a week or so ago. I did read there. Yeah, I just haven't been many places where I need to wait. Yeah, if I have to go like to a place where I have to sit for a while and wait, like the airport, DMV, doctor's office, I'll read, sure. That's what it's for, right? Anyway, moving on. Number 8, reading out loud or silently in your head. Okay, this one's a little weird, but I mostly read silently in my head, but every now and then I have mentioned this in the comments with people, but secrets out. I do want to do audiobook narration eventually. So I do practice that sometimes when I'm reading. I'll stop and read a little bit like a page out loud just to practice my voice and the cadence and all that. And I've also said that I'm an actor, but I'm switching my focus now to, like I said, applying it to the book world. So like I said, I was like, well, I can read and act, so why not be a book narrator? But like I said, I'm giving it some time. I'm still studying and learning right now, but that is the only other time I will read out loud is, like I said, to practice my book narration skills. So now you know. Moving on. Number 9, do you read ahead or ever skip pages? Once again, this is another thing I do if I'm not enjoying a book, I will skim. I don't ever skip a page, but I will start like scanning down a page. I can see real quick if I need to skip over something. I've said this in a previous video, but I work on subtitles for my job. So I'm used to having to read text quickly. So I'm very good at skimming. And again, if I'm doing that, it's not a good sign. So I did a lot of that with Horror Store. Anyway, moving on. Question number 10, breaking the spine or keeping it new? This is something else that I've talked about, but I'm pretty minimalist, so I do not own a lot of physical books, but the ones I did purchase, I am very careful with, like these here. Matter of fact, you can see the spine is intact. I haven't even opened this yet. I just wanted to have it for the day that I do want to reread it. And this one, anything you see is the way it came, but yeah, I don't break the spines. I'd like to keep them nice and fresh as long as possible. So yeah, I'm just a neat freak all around. So there you go. Now you know. All right. And last question. Do you write in your books? I think you probably know the answer based on what I said about those, but no, I don't write in books. I did long time ago. I talked about this in my 10 things tag or whatever. I'll link it up here. But yeah, now, no. I have a book journal where I will write all my thoughts in there. Pretty much, I just pull out my book journal, and that's one thing I love about my Kindle. I can highlight things, and pretty much the highlighting is all I need to do because I'll remember what I had to say or thought when I go back and look at the highlight. But for my physical copies, I get them from the library, so I will just write it in my journal. So there you have it. Quick and easy. My reading habits tag. Let me know in the comments if there's any of these things that you do or don't do, or anything that I do that you found odd or fascinating. But yeah, so that wraps it up. This one didn't say to tag anyone, so if you're watching this and you want to do it, feel free. Join in. I think it's a fun little tag. Always fun to get to know the booktubers and what we all do and don't do. But anyway, that is all for today. So until my next video, snuggle up in your hideaway with a good book. Unplug as much as possible, especially from the news. Be kind to all kind, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.